The Super Mario Bros. Movie is just around the corner, like 2 to 3 weeks by the time this video is going to go up. From the trailers we have now, I've always thought that the Mario movie looked like it's going to be pretty good. But naturally, I still had my doubts, just like everyone else. Very many people on the internet, especially the younger generation, want to know why Mario sounds like this.
I got this. No problem. Yes!
Instead of this.
Let's go. Mamma mia!
I was there too. I was right there with you. Until recently, when I had an epiphany, unlocking hidden memories from my childhood. After my realization, I no longer worry about how Mario sounds. Why, you ask? Simple. It's because of this, and this. Well, have I unlocked any hidden childhood memories for you yet? These 3 animated cartoons are the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which ran for a few months in late 1889 and had an absolute banger opening song. The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, which ran from 1990 to 1991, and Super Mario World, which ran for a few months in late 1991. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Nick, you're super young and handsome and hot. At the ripe age of 23, how could you have possibly seen these? Don't ask me stupid questions. Anyway, what do all 3 of these shows have in common? Mario sounds like this.
What are you looking at?
Are you talking to yourself again, Luigi?
Look at the paintings.
Shoving Luigi into the warp zone. Exactly. Ice? Where'd that come from?
The voice we currently associate with Mario, Charles Martinet, didn't debut his voice until 1995 with the Mario's Fundamentals game. According to what I'm seeing on Google Images right now, it's just casino propaganda for kids. Like and subscribe. His voice didn't truly take off until the following year with the very, very famous Mario 64, and he's been with us ever since. But we're not here to talk about him. These shows were banging. I can't vouch too hard for Super Mario World because I barely saw any of it, but the Super Mario Bros. Super Show and the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, I can attest, slapped hard. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show ran for like 52 episodes. The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 ran for 26 episodes. Absolute shame they didn't run very long. In the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Mario was voiced by Lou Albano. He was an Italian-American professional wrestler turned actor. He was also IRL Mario on the many live-action segments that took place at the beginning and end of each episode. In the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario World, Lou Albano was replaced by Walker Boone. They both have this really like scruffy, deep, kind of greasy Italian-American voice that they use to play Mario, sounding nothing like the Mario we know today. While Chris Pratt's voice isn't exactly like their voices, from what I've seen in the trailers, it's definitely at the very least similar. I actually think there are a few moments where Chris Pratt even imitates Charles Martinet. So there's probably going to be a mix of both. The episodes were quite enjoyable, to be honest. Extremely underrated. Albano and Boone's voices went surprisingly well with the other characters and events during each episode. Their voices made him sound real, but like also not real at the same time. A perfect balance, you could say. Can you even imagine the modern Mario voice speaking a monologue, much less a full movie? It sounds so awkward in my head when I try to think about it. So naturally, it makes sense to just revert to something that has basically already been proven to work. Oh, but that stopped making him, so that proves the voice didn't work. I don't know if that's an actual argument somebody might actually have, but if somebody is thinking that, I'm like 90% sure that the voice isn't the reason why they canceled the show. It seems more likely that at least after the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, they just decided to make cartoons to promote the release of the games. Apparently, all 3 shows had mixed reviews. Most of the criticism obviously coming from adults talking about how the animation and the writing could be sloppy at times. I promise, you can ask anybody that's watched these when they were younger, and they'll tell you that they not only enjoyed Mario and Luigi's voice, but they genuinely just loved the shows as a whole. All right, now after I've hyped up these shows a little bit, to ease your fears even a little bit more, Nintendo recently dropped this trailer. Let me know if you hear anything familiar when you watch it. I'm just saying. Nintendo remembered. Nintendo did not forget. Anyway, all this to say that I don't think, at the very least, we need to be worrying about Mario's voice. I personally think it's going to sound great, or at the very minimum, it's going to sound fine. So everybody on Twitter, calm down. Based off the trailers that have been released, the movie has clearly taken a lot of inspiration from these 3 shows. And I think because of it, we're probably going to get something very, very good.